When I first developed secondary progressive MS, one of the biggest, most noticeable problems, most dangerous problems, was with my balance and gait. Just my ability to walk. Walk safely, walk comfortably, walk without creating pain, walk without falling and hurting myself was a constant issue. My PONS device training back in 2023, last year, was a significant upgrade in terms of my muscular development that had atrophied over the previous 10 years or so. 2013 was about when I started to develop secondary progressive MS. So that was a big win for me. But one of the big problems that I have back then and still have now is with foot drop, with my left foot, where basically I cannot keep that foot pointed up. So it hangs, and when it hangs, it catches on the ground, causing me to trip, making it difficult for me to walk safely, forcing me to have some strange movements in terms of swinging my legs around so that I could get my left leg in front of me, since I couldn't quite lift it up with the foot would hang and catch on the ground. I tried several different orthotics and several different recommendations from physical trainers, from my neurologist. What we settled on was what you see on my leg now. It's an AFO, an ankle foot orthotic. And what it is basically is a carbon plate that keeps my foot pointed up. It prevents it from drooping and hanging down when I'm walking and catching on the ground and making it difficult to walk. Problem with this is it's not a natural part of your body. It's in addition to your body. And while it's helped me in terms of my improvement, it's created some of its own problems. So this is my walking right now. And again, much better with the PONS device training in terms of kind of remapping that neurological processing in my leg and my body. But I don't know if you can notice it right now, but there's a significant issue that I have in terms of my back and my standing. I've developed scoliosis in my spine because of just improper standing and kind of bad weight distribution, etc., things like that. Just causes a lot of pain. One of the challenges is that with this AFO, there's this thin piece of carbon fiber that goes into my shoe. This thin piece of carbon fiber makes my left foot that much taller. Doesn't look like much. It's almost what you call paper thin. And you would think that, hey, it doesn't really make much of a difference. You got your shoes compress, etc., things like that. But it makes a huge difference in terms of the fact that I'm standing a little bit higher on my left side, causes pain, causes difficulty with my walking, and it's just very uncomfortable. Never really had a solution for that until I was thinking about it. So what I did was I went on Amazon, and I'll share the link in my paper about this, and bought these carbon fiber insoles. Just a cheap little carbon fiber insole to put in your shoe underneath your foot. Let me go ahead and throw it on now. Basically what it is it gives me that same elevation on my right side that I have on my left. So, go here, I take this, I pull up the insole because I don't want this being directly on my feet. I want a little bit of cushion because I like cushion and comfort, and I'm interested in taking care of myself that way. So we get this in there. Sit in there, put the insole back in where it was supposed to be. And let's go ahead and get my shoes back on. Years ago, I had a physical therapist who was working with me, and she asked the question, she said, "Who ties your shoes for you?" I looked at her and was like, "That's kind of a weird question. I tie my own shoes." She said, it's good. And I never really thought about it until it became difficult to tie shoes because my left hand doesn't work as well. So I had to learn a new way to tie shoes, which was interesting. Anyway, back to my insert. So let me put this thing in, tie my shoe. Because it's difficult tying shoes for me, so it takes a little bit longer than the average 4-year-old would take. Let's try this again. Alright, there we go. That's going to be a good knot. Think. Nope. Life with MS, everything is difficult. Tying your shoe should be difficult, but it is. Okay, so. Let me get this in there, I got this time. Okay, good. So, now I've got my shoes, and don't really notice much of a difference if you look at me. But I already feel different. It's been 11 years now since I developed secondary progressive MS, 25 years since I've had multiple sclerosis. My body was used to standing cockeyed. My spine's used to it, everything. I'm used to that pain and discomfort. This feels different. So it's kind of interesting learning how to stand comfortably and how to walk again. But it is a lot more comfortable. That little tiny sliver of carbon fiber makes it a lot more comfortable. Does it help my walking any? Well, in my mind, it helps my walking. I don't know if it does when you're looking at that, but it's more comfortable. It doesn't hurt as much for me. It's actually very, very soothing on my back. My back feels better with this carbon fiber plate in my shoes. So if you wear an AFO, think about that. There's going to be that little difference in height that makes a huge difference on your back, on your spine, on your balance, on your walking. So I'll go ahead and share what I bought. I'll share the link to it when I do the little write-up. And just remember, there's always tricks, there's always gimmicks, there's always gadgets, there's always ways to do what you should be allowed to do, what you expect to do, what you want to do. All you have to do is you gotta go out there and find it. Maybe you have to develop it. Maybe like these incredible scientists and researchers who are developing those treatments, looking for that cure, you have to make it. Whatever you do, just remember, never stop, never quit.